Right, welcome back. Tonight we're going to have a look at Queensland regional profiles for IA3. This is a great website and will provide students with a really good set of data for any region, SA2 in Queensland. So we'll get started. You can select the type of report. You can do a time series, workforce, Indigenous, men and women, and a snapshot. I would highly recommend time series. And then you just hit the drop down box and go to level 2. Then what we're going to do is type in Greenbank and just go straight to Greenbank. That selects the area, and then we want to select a comparison region. I would recommend you go with the state, all topics. You can hit a drop down box and look at the frequently updated topics. I'm just going to go all topics and I'm as a PDF. Now, this provides a great resource and provides some insight into the essay that you're going to look at if that essay is in Queensland. It generates a report for you, time series profile for Greenbank, which is the area I'm looking at. It's dated the 2nd of June, so that's fantastic because that's a relevant source, and it gives you the attribution that you need, which is there, and that's perfect for your reference list for your assignment. Now, here you can see the regional overview, Greenbank versus Queensland, and it gives you a map. And if you don't have ArcGIS Online, then this is a perfect map to put in to your IA3 investigative report. Now, estimated residential population, it gives you some data over here, some information, tells you that the annual average growth rate is 4.3% over 18 years and 3.3 over 3 years to 19th of 2019, and that compares to Queensland. You can see down here you've got some information, you've got a bar graph that compares Greenbank to Queensland. Then if you scroll down, you can see population by age and sex. This is a great section because it gives you some information on growth, populations, and it also gives you population pyramids. So this is a really good one because you can use the 2001 as a before shot of the area after you've done your 2016 one that you've been given usually in your IA3, and then you've got 2018 here to compare even further, and you could go back to the statisticians department and as I've shown in a previous video, you could download the projected population for Greenbank for 2041, 2031, 2036. So this provides just a really good set of data to start your process of analysis for your area. Here we have median age, there's not much happening there. We have Indigenous populations, which will be really valuable in some areas if you have a large Indigenous population. So that's going to be really important. Country of birth, again, not too bad. Proficiency in spoken English. Household composition, so couples, couple with children, and again your data sets there. Then we'll go down to dwelling by dwelling structure. You've got separate house. You can see here we have 99.5% separate house in Greenbank. There are no semi-detached. There are no apartments. In fact, the apartments have dropped significantly. So one would sort of question that. Whereas we can see down here, semi-detached 10.3, 11.8 for apartments in Queensland. So there's definitely something to write about there. This is where you will find some interesting data to be able to zoom in on the particular area. I'll just go back up to this area too. You can see the bulges here against Queensland in 2001 and then in 2018. These bulges for Greenbank are something you'd talk about, the young families in the area and the lack of older population as well. So there's certainly lots to talk about there. Let's just go back down. Dwelling by dwelling structure is where we're at. dwelling by tenure type, non-school qualifications, economy, employed, unemployed, and it gives you some data from 2006 to 2016, so that's perfect. Employment by history is valuable, and then occupation, you can make some comparisons. New houses, this is important, particularly if you're in a new residential area or a peri-urban area that's developing rapidly. So you can look at that data. And businesses by employment size, this is a really good one too. So has your area got any large businesses? Well, Greenbank doesn't. It's predominantly non-employing businesses, so that means they don't have employees. It's self-owned businesses, and again, that information is sort of put there, and then you can make some points from the data, which is what you need to do. That's about it for tonight, but that is a very very valuable resource for your IA3. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.